My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's time to go in with the silent. Shh. You hear that? No, of course you don't. It's silent. Random rare card, random boss relic. Okay. Okay. Oh, whoa, hang on. Oh, mama. Random rare card has given me tools of the trade. Now, I was for a second there going, okay, what? That's a perfect imitation of me, I should know. But I just realized now I can tailor my entire build to discard, because I will have a discard every single turn. Let's go discard build. I haven't done a discard build for the silent in a billion years. That's a precise measurement right there. Alright, that's gonna weaken us over time, make us frail rather. No, it gave us a wound. Okay, that's actually better for me right now. Double strike, yeah! So things like underhanded strike, tactician, reflex, these are all going to be really important to pick up. Oh, I can't wait. Calculated gamble as well, but I still really don't like calculated gamble as a card. Tincture and old bandage are going to be two really powerful pickups for us. That's in the relic category. I have to take a dagger spray here because you need AoE. Okay. Yeah, I don't regen as this character, so it's pretty important that I make sure I fully block that. I don't think I can really afford the 3 that would have given me. Thank you for giving me Survivor. So now I'm fully defended. This turn should just be your buff, right? Yeah. Okay, so we want attacks. Oh, beautiful. Like, giving me neutralized next hand rather than this hand would have been slightly better, but you know what? I'll forgive you because it was still really good. 17. I'm not going to get enough damage in this hand, am I? No. You're not going to block next turn, so even though I could let you deal 1 damage this turn and deal 6 to you, I trust that my next hand, especially with a strike that I already have in my deck, is going to have enough damage to kill you now. And it does. Beautiful. No HP loss. I'm going to take Infinite Blades just because it's... like, its value. I was talking about this at the end of the last episode. There's value pickups that you sometimes just... oh, yes, Tori is amazing. There's value pickups that you sometimes just take, regardless of when or why or how you see them. Because they just always perform and they help you, even if they don't build towards your actual plan, your strategy, your deck that you're generally trying to go towards, they still help you get there by keeping you alive while you approach that. Although, it's worth noting, when I was talking about that, I was specifically talking about it from the other direction, saying that that's not always the correct thing to do, to pick up a value card. Sometimes you just have to let a run die. Oh, that sounds near sadistic. Alright. Easy choices. I think most of the HP I've lost has actually been to the event. And totally worth it to pick up Tori. That's going to save me a bunch over the course of this run. Alright. And we're set. Expertise is really good for your discard run. Discard build, rather. But the thing is, it's good when you have other cards that benefit from being discarded, like Reflex. But it's also rare. Like, I think it is somehow rarer than other blue cards, because I haven't, like, when I actually do get a discard build, I don't get Concentrate often. I'm going to take it in anticipation of it being useful. I don't recommend doing this, but I'm doing it. I'm also going to go to this shop desperately looking for reflex. No reflex to be found. Alright, I'm taking Flash of Steel just because it's good. I'm also going to take a block here because I'm about to go up against the boss. Alright, Flash of Steel to see if I draw my other... Nope, power card. So this is going to be a hard fight for me because I actually don't really have much in the way of offensive power. If I delay this turn, my next turn has to be play tools of the trade double strike. Yeah, that's not even that powerful. We're going to lose a lot of HP here. I'm just kind of resigned to that. I'm so dumb. I thought that was tools of the trade. I wish I could just choose not to play the card now, but that's not a choice. Oh, that hurt. That's not good. That's not good. I also got tilted because I should have used the defend and the other one there. The defend and the dodge or whatever it's called. Can't remember its name for the life of me right now. Hell of a lot of damage coming this turn. Defend and the survivor because I would have had 13 block and that meant that Tincture would have reduced the 5 damage that would have been dealt to me to 0. To 0, to 1 rather. Here I'm actually still going to go all offensive though. Simply because I think it's going to be important to attack at this speed right now. Okay. I can... kill. Yeah. Prevent the incoming damage. Well, that blew a lot. Thread and Needle is going to make my life a lot easier, though. Maybe I'd take Storm of Steel. It's good for a discard build, and it's good for a Shiv build, and I kind of have a discard/Shiv setup right now. Frozen Eye... Okay, so, hang on. Again, I'm going to try and slow down... I really would like to remove something from my deck, but... I'm going to slow down for a second. I'm going to talk about these relics because not talking about any of these is going to be a little confusing. And there, I have to imagine, are going to be people jumping in at episode 30, whatever this one is. 40, whatever this one is, actually. So Tori, whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. The Thread and Needle, at the start of each combat, gain 5 plated armor. Plated armor is basically like a metallicize. Like, it's at the end of each round, gain as much plated armor as you have in block. But for every single time that you take an instance of damage as a result of an enemy's attack, so if they break through your armor and hit you over the top of it, they take away 1 of your points of plated armor. And Frozen Eye, when viewing your draw pile, the cards are shown in correct order. Orichalcum, okay. So now with Thread and Needle and Orichalcum, I get 11 block at the end of a turn that I haven't blocked on. Which is, it's pretty good. I don't know, it's pretty good. Means I can focus a hell of a lot more on attacking. Unfortunately, I'm about to go to a shop that I really don't need to go to. But yeah, I'm actually fully defended against this incoming attack. This, by itself, the Orichalcum plus... the Orichalcum plus the plated armor is going to keep us alive for a very long period of time. It's going to make us uncontestably healthy. Because that's like 2 actions, usually. 2 defends that I would have to play. And I don't have to. Flash of Steel, strike, shiv, storm to get 3 more shivs. Alrighty. I need some things that benefit from the discard build. Like at the moment, I've got cards that are good with a discard build. Like, hang on, one sec. Beautiful. I've got cards that are good with a discard build, like Tools of the Trade, Storm of Steel, Survivor. These are all really, really good in a discard build, but they're also good in general, right? This is good in a Shiv build. It's also good to just deal with other heavy cards that you have in your hand that you can't play. Tools of the Trade lets you curate your hand a little bit. Survivor is just some block. But the thing is, I did pick up a card that is only really good in a discard build. So I need some discard synergies. Or to remove Concentrate from my deck. Alright, let's go. Piercing Whale is the closest that I would take out of these. Actually, I should. Yeah. I was worried that I'd see something that I desperately wanted, but I don't really want much of that. Had to go to that shop. It was along my path, unfortunately. Okay, Flash. We can imagine those blades, hit you with all this damage, concentrate, discard my cards, sure. I mean, if I had Unceasing Top, or if I had Ice Cream, then the concentrate at the end of the turn would be fine. Because I discard the whole rest of my hand, obviously with concentrate, that's the big downside. You discard the rest of your hand, and then Unceasing Top would just draw me a new card, and I get to play that with the energy that I just picked up from Concentrate. Or it would just give me extra energy for the next turn, free of charge. Well, free-ish of charge. The charge is that it's one card that I have to carry around with me. Okay. That's why cards aren't always good to add to your deck. That is the general idea, right? Because they have to pay for their own position in your deck. They have to be better than not having that card. I'd love to take another Concentrate, but I can't go hardcore into a Concentrate build when I just have nothing to support it. See, using a defend here is as effective as not using a defend. I wish this was upgraded, because then I could discard these two and strike. But the thing is, if I use the defend, then I won't trigger Orichalcum, and Orichalcum, the defend gives me 5 block, Orichalcum gives me 6. So not defending is more effective, in fact, than defending there. Thankfully, I only take 1 HP damage. Thank you, Tori. And that was a pretty easy kill. Good for a discard build, but not really good for much else. Again, think about Prepared. As a card, is it worth more than its own weight? It's a card in your hand, so it's already taking 1 card slot. It draws and discards a card by using itself. It's worse than a cycle. If it was 0 mana draw a card, it would be worth its weight. It wouldn't really have an effect on many builds unless you had some way of doubling a skill or getting benefits from playing skills. But since you're discarding a card, for it to be worth its weight, you need to get a benefit from discarding that card. And you don't. Or at the very least, I'm not currently getting a benefit from discarding a card. I'm going to upgrade Storm of Steel, because a lot of the time I'm having to play it over something else that I also want to play that turn. Okay. Shivs here. Beautiful. The enemy is going to do a hell of a lot of damage on a couple of these turns. So my strategy of just letting Orichalcum cover me is not always going to work. There are a lot of multi-attacks that this enemy does, so Piercing Wail is going to be super effective against those. It's going to be this and this. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And then I'm actually going to use the Shiv, which does mean... Never mind, I'm not going to take any damage. I forgot that Plated Armor hadn't triggered yet. But I didn't want to put that Shiv back into my deck. So Piercing Wail is better against a multi-attack, because a multi-attack... Like, this could be either 8 times 2 or 16. If it was 16, losing 6 strength would take it down to dealing 10 damage. But since it's 8 times 2, losing 6 strength, which is just 1 point of damage per attack, that's the important thing, takes it down to 4. Awesome. Okay. Concentrate's really not good in this hand right now. So that's 12 incoming damage, but the thing is I can't actually protect myself against it right now. Again, defend is worse than not defending. So I'm going to take 1 hit, and you'll see a loss. See how one of them got through, and I lost 1 charge of Plated Armor. And then Shiv. That's the maximum that I could have gone over. I can neutralize, but it won't have any effect. Alright. Drop this. Draw another card. Sure. Shiv. Huh. Actually, I forgot that I only had 4 charges on my Plated Armor now, so I'm actually going to take another point of damage. You know what I should be doing, because I've got Frozen Eye? I just got that. I should always just be looking at this and going, okay, so I'm going to have a defend, strike, Dagger Spray, and a Flash of Steel next turn, and the Flash of Steel is going to draw a strike. So I can plan my next turn. I should be doing that more often. Kind of just have to shovel that back into my deck because I don't want to lose another part of my Plated Armor here. See, this is a problem. I don't have any big hits. I need some big hits. Yep. We're about to lose the last 3 charges of our Plated Armor. Unfortunately, because 3 of those attacks dealt actual damage to me. That said, they didn't deal much because of Tori, but they did deal damage to me. Did that wrong. I should have neutralized first. I would have gotten 3 more damage on the opponent. So now that I don't have Plated Armor anymore, I'm going to be more likely to allow myself to take some damage. I'm going to drop Storm of Steel because it's not actually going to be that helpful. And then I'm going to attack you until Orichalcum is going to be the thing that defends me. Then you attack. You try and get 3 damage through, but it's reduced to 1 from Tori. It's going to be single defense, triple attack, right? Now, this is only going to reduce by 1 damage. Yeah, because the second hit's also 8. Now, the opponent here doesn't actually get to transform, which is kind of handy. That said, defending and not defending is basically the same here. Blocked. 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Thank you very much, Tori. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have made it through this if it wasn't for Tori. Alright. We need some big hits soon. So, Glass Knife is a big hit card, especially when you upgrade it. It's a lot of damage. But the thing is, I'm actually going to go with Die Die Die. And the reason for this is because next floor, there's a lot of elites that are just a bunch of shit. Just too much shit. Single target isn't going to flourish there, especially single target that degrades over time. So I'm going to take Die Die Die. I'm going to upgrade it as soon as possible so it does 17 damage. And you know what? Let's go with Elite Star. I could go Runic Pyramid, but then my hand actually would get full constantly, and I do not have the energy to deal with that. Oh, but maybe with Concentrate, that's a good idea. I draw 1 less card every turn, but I draw 1 more card because of Tools of the Trade, but I also discard a card. I've only got 1 card draw in my deck. Does that make it good? It doesn't. It could be good, but it isn't currently. I'm taking Black Star. The problem is I'm also very ill-equipped to actually take down elites. So, 1 elite on each row. 1 elite on each of these 2 rows. Okay. Right. But I'm also really ill-equipped to take down elites, so I need some big hitting cards soon. A lot of the only thing that's going to be keeping me alive until those elites is going to be the fact that I get that 11th free block a turn. Okay, 2 more shivs. At this point, I would be entirely fine to just pivot to a shiv build. Give me an accuracy. I'll be a happy boy about it. I actually do need Piercing Wail, because it will prevent me from taking any damage this turn. Awesome. Alright, that set up my vulnerability. Yeah, 19 incoming damage this turn, that's no good. If I double defend, I only defend myself against 15. I think I'm actually better served by going super offensive here. Sucks how weak I am. Okay. Oh, the 31 is really not good. Weaken. Strike Shiv. I mean, it has to be Defend Survivor. Even though I'm putting 2 Dazed back into my deck. Imagine if I didn't have all of this free block a turn. We'd be dunked on. Oh boy, I suddenly feel a lot worse about this deck. I'll take a Malaise though, because at least 1 copy of Malaise is pretty good always. Don't need it. It's an unfortunate waste of a space. 10, okay, so we're fully protected. I could actually just drop a big Malaise on you right now, and then you'll never do anything to me over the course of the entire fight. So now there's actually nothing that this enemy can do that will deal damage to me at any point, so I'm pretty safe to just kill them in my own time. If I had bites in my deck, I could just farm them for HP. That said, since I don't have big hits, look at this. Can't get through your armor. Like, still sucks. Alright. Let's drop Tools of the Trade. Yeah! Got through your armor for 1 hit. Just very gradually working down this plated armor. Heck yeah. Now 2 strikes will actually get through for 1 damage. Kinda sucks that didn't. Hell yeah. I really need bigger hits. I also need to upgrade my dagger spray. Heck yeah, we're actually getting some deeps on. Nice. 7 plated armor still. Yikes. Oh, we need something for this run to actually do. I should have dropped the plated whale. The what's the name of the card? Piercing whale. There we go. Should have used that there. So I'm specifically ordering these turns so that I use the fewest attacks possible to break the armor initially, so that then I get the largest amount of individual instances of damage against HP, which then blow up the opponent's health pool. Or rather, blow up the opponent's plated armor charges. I mean, Cloak and Dagger now goes in this build, I guess. This is now a bad Shiv build. Alright, let's remove a card from my deck. It's gotta be a strike. Oh, God. This is no good. Again, I'm just gonna drop a huge malaise on you. Now we're confused. It's gonna be real difficult to play the video game. Hell yeah. Let's play that and then that. Because I do need to get tools to trade down so that I get to curate my hand a little. Vulnerability. Beautiful. Love it. Great. Happy about it. Alright. I know my next 3. Good piercing whales in there. Way too expensive to play, though. And Shiv, easily done. Seriously, just like 1 accuracy. 1 accuracy power would make this build so much better. Just saying, game. I'm about to take 1 damage. No, I've got a new... No, I'm about to take 1 damage regardless. Even if I defend, I don't stop it, so... That's unfortunate because that 1 damage is going to take a charge of plated armor away, and that's going to make it that I take more damage. Sure. Only way to deal damage here is those. Come on. Oh, this is torturous. Like, this run is just limping along right now. Very soon, this run will just run into a brick wall, and then it's never getting past that. And that's where the run will die. In fact, I think if I go to either of the bosses that are about to be in my path, I will just die to either of them. I do not have much hope. I know the block is free. I'm not using it. Because it will prevent me from using Orichalcum, and... yeah, I explained it earlier. Alright. Elixir out. Explosive Potion in. Another Cloak and Dagger, sure. Let's go for Rest first, so that I can upgrade a card, so that I can actually... You know what? It's got to be Die Die Die, because... Heavens... I forgot the term for when you bet something's definitely going to happen. Thought it was heavens to Betsy for a second there. Okay. I'm going to give myself a good opening turn here. Next turn is he resummons. So I need to get as much damage out as is humanly possible. And it's still not much. Oh, boy. Now is probably when the explosive potion gets... No, it's fine. We've got die finally. Right? I gain enough after... That's 6. That's 5. Yeah, no, I gain enough after this being completely protected. Oh. I thought I'd calculated that right, and I was like, I can use Malaise here. I was very worried for a second. Especially when it flashed up with 3x3, and I was like, no! Alright. I can just ignore this gremlin for a turn. Yeah, because it can just die in the AoE that I'm going to have to use the explosive potion in later. Huh. A lot of mad gremlins. Draw me a strike? It will. Alright, then I shiv you. That was wrong. Should have done the Storm of Steel. Would have been 4 more damage. Alright. Easy choice of hits here because there's literally no others to go for. I'm amazed that we've, I think, taken no damage in this fight. A lot of that has been quite lucky draws. And now I do not have AoE to take care of these central attack figures, so... Now is where we really need the game to prove that it's okay. Or we could have literally exact damage to kill the Gremlin Leader. Hell yeah! 2 relics, please. Letter opener. Centennial puzzle. Wowzers, trousers. These are not good pickups. Riddle with Holes is only really good when you have strength, or you have Envenom, or you have some benefit for hitting an enemy multiple times. And I don't. I can't spend a turn doing Riddle with Holes. Bane is good when you have poison, but I don't have any... Let's make Tools of the Trade cost 0 so that I can always play it. Come on. Shovel is very, very, very good. This fight probably will kill me, though. Yeah, I'm glad that I got the fire potion in hand. That's going to be really handy. I'm going to draw 2 cards before our next turn's... 3. Yeah. If I don't kill this enemy in the back line, I'm not going to be able to deal any damage next turn. Okay. I'm going to have to explode you for the good of mankind. In order to prevent myself taking a ridiculous amount of damage next turn, I should Piercing Wail here. Because I'm going to get 9 defense. You're only going to deal 1 damage. You're going to deal 6, yeah. Piercing Wail. I'm glad. I don't think anyone except for the one in the back can deal the vulnerability. So I think I'm protected now. Yeah, it's unfortunate Malaise came up so late. Die pretty much always has to be played here. As much as I would love to malaise a target, I really don't think that's what we go for. We just accept the incoming damage that we're going to take. That's 9 total. Because malaising for a reasonable amount there would have just been super expensive. Just in terms of both opportunity cost as well as actual expense. Alright. Should be set now. I'm amazed that we're getting to the second floor boss, considering we do nothing. Ooh. Okay, Darkstone Periapt, sure. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6, but we don't do that. And Courier price is reduced by 20% on the merchant and no longer runs out of stock. These are all really, really extremely terrible. I'm taking Eviscerate. It works in a discard build. There's accuracy. And another Infinite Blades. Then I'm going to remove a card from my deck. Okay. Things just got a lot better for us. I'm not going to lie. But we're not in the clear yet. We do need to save Piercing Wail for a better turn to actually use it. We're only going to be defended against a total of 11 damage next turn. So unless I kill one of them, I'm going to take a fair amount of damage. I can't really see myself killing any right now. I should actually put the big weakness on another target. Alright, I'm taking a little of damage. This is not that much, but still taking some. The most important thing here is that I'm losing a little bit of my deflecting. Die is a really good pickup. Tools the trade goes down. Die goes down. Two shivs and a strike for a kill there. If I Cloak and Dagger, I get defended for 10. If I don't, I get defended for 10. So I Storm of Steel rather than Cloak of Dagger. Because Cloak and Dagger takes the place of the Orichalcum's block there, if I happen to use it, which I didn't. Okay, Piercing Wail. It's a really good draw for this hand. Nope. But that accuracy is still really good. Draw me a card. Mr. Card Draw. Draw me a card. Bum, 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 bum. I deal 7 damage with them right now. It's better off that I weaken. I was thinking, what if I just discard my entire hand here? But the weaken actually protects me against all incoming damage. Alright. Envenom could be used in this build. I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be my only poisoning item, but it'll do okay. It needs to be upgraded so that I can afford to play it, but it'll do okay. This is mainly just so that I can put the bird on the floor. This debuff is going to be really annoying because that's the Hex. And that lasts for 2 turns, despite the fact it says that it lasts for 1. Ouch. One dead bird. And I've already got my Envenom up. Oh, look, the Hex is still here. Isn't that weird? I wonder why that is. I'm going to discard that. Piercing Whale is pretty important to play right now. If I concentrate to discard everything but a Vis, then I get to play a Vis for a bunch of poison damage on my opponent, as well as the 3 strikes that it does. I need to upgrade a Vis so that it only costs 3 by base, so that when I discard a card using Tools of the Trade, it goes down to costing... Hang on. Stop filling my deck with all of this shit! So that it goes down to only costing... I'm so close to dead right now, by the way. Ridiculous. Only costing 1. There we go. See, this is why the haze sucks. I think I have to play Malaise and then both of my defends. And I'm still hexed, so... Basically... That sucks. So I'd weaken you by 4. So you'd be 15, and then I take away 25% of your incoming damage. So 15, 25% of your incoming damage is going to be what? 7.5 is 3. 3 usually rounds up, so it'd be 4. So you'd be doing 11. 11, my Orichalcum plus my other thing will defend me. Well, I mean, the thing is, the other option is I double, like I use a Cloak and Dagger and a defend, and then on top of that I have 15 defend. Actually, that's what I have to do, isn't it? All right. Good. Evis. Whee! Another Malaise? No. You only really want one of those in your deck. I could easily just die before I get the boss right now. Especially against this bud. So I just set myself up for some real good turns. Just not that one. This is a real good turn. Most important part was that, the Malaise. Everything else cost 0. That was really good, but the fact that I drew Malaise meant that I could bypass my confusion and still get a really big effect out of my Malaise. I mean, it doesn't matter which I do. I'm already defended. It's as soon as it decides to put a vulnerability on me, that's this attack, I believe, the next attack is going to be the one. This is vulnerability, right? Tail Whip? Yep. There's the vulnerability. 4. Okay, you're doing another Tail Whip that turn. This is fine. This is... Another Tail Whip this turn is completely okay. Storm of Steel for 2 more. Ridiculous amount of damage there. We're going to have to rest, unfortunately. Alright, now you're dead. I don't even know if that rest is going to keep us alive, to be honest. "44 minutes and we've got nowhere." Here's my first actual unplayable discard build card. I finally got one. Second space before the... I'd love to dig, but... It's Automaton that we're going up against, right? If I get to the next floor and I'm not more powerful, I'm dead anyway, so I'm digging. Oh yeah, we got Prayer Wheel. Hell yeah. You kidding me, dude? We win now. If I can get my accuracy next turn, we're actually in a reasonable position. Or I'm dead, right? Yeah, I'm dead. I'm very dead. Let's try and prevent the inevitable. That's 14. I'll live by 1 HP if I can kill this orb, but I can't. I can deal 24 damage to it. Now I can malaise, but I can't malaise the bronze automaton because he's protected, so I'd have to malaise the orb. The orb would lose 3 and then deal less damage, but I'd still die. Yeah, I'm dead. I'll do everything I can, but I'm super deceased now. I had to give it a chance to beat this boss with only 2 HP because given the state of my relics, literally, other than Orichalcum and Thread and Needle, they're the only reason that we're still alive. Are you kidding me? Tori, holy shit, I forgot about Tori. I'm kind of mad that I'm still alive here, actually. Okay, you're holding nothing. You're holding Envenom. Okay. I'll stop the negative effect first. Beautiful. Unfortunately, Envenom isn't upgraded, so as soon as it returns to my hand, I have to have the 2 energy to cast it if I want to actually do anything with it. So I'm actually going to let you live for a turn, and then I'm counting on being able to kill you easily next turn. Which I can. 20 incoming damage, though. That's going to be rough. And by rough, I think I'm now actually dead. I get 10 block, and then the next one hits me for 10, and I die. Yeah, there's literally no way. This is the actual death. Okay. Like. Like, there's the most defense I can do. Piercing Wail won't work, by the way, because of the artifacting. And then I get 15. If I had 1 more HP, I would live, thanks to Tori again. But that's as close as we could get. Yeah, considering the state of that deck, that it was doing really nothing, you can't tread water on the 3rd floor. If I came up against, like, a single Orb Walker as an enemy, I would die. Definitely. If I went up against the lifelink blobs, I would die. So I took a risk there, knowing that I was likely to die, because I needed to take a risk, because otherwise, I was definitely dead later. So I was either possibly dead then, or definitely dead later. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully, you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully I will see you next time, Michael.